What's going on, Xbox fans and gamers alike? You're now rocking with your boy KOR Str8murda and listening to Str8murda's Podshots. Today I want to chat about the EA Access deal that just went down with Microsoft for exclusive backlog content from EA games, a 10% discount on all new games downloaded digitally, as well as early access with 5-day trials of games that will be releasing on the Xbox One platform. Now, the cool thing about this is that you can get these games either monthly for $4.99 or annually, which is yearly, for $29.99, which is a phenomenal deal. When you compare it to something like PS Now, you know, and you look at what they do on a game-by-game basis compared to what EA is trying to do on a month-by-year basis, that's an amazing deal. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, PlayStation's back catalog is amazing, and is way better than what EA is going to offer. But still, all in all, you can't deny that the numbers add up, and it's just a better deal overall. The numbers add up, and a lot of people were saying, "Well, I'm not really into EA games, and I really don't play those games. I'm not really a fan of EA." Yeah, okay, we get it. Cry more. The bottom line is, no matter how you look at it, EA is going to drop some stuff, and they got some really good studios. They have Criterion, they have DICE, they have BioWare. You know, obviously they have the EA Sports franchises. They have PopCap Games. I can go on and on. This big list. And then you want to talk about The Sims. Even though The Sims is more PC, you never know. They have been released on consoles. You know, when you look at it from that perspective, and you think about the games that you can have on a back catalog, it becomes really huge. I mean, like, really huge. Think about it. If I had to make a decision, let's say, for example, Dragon Age comes out and Halo is out, Master Chief Collection. They both come out supposedly in November because I believe Dragon Age got pushed back. I have to make a choice. Am I going to play Dragon Age or am I going to play Halo? Obviously, even though I'm a big RPG guy, if it wasn't Halo, any other game, I probably would have got Dragon Age, but it's Halo. Come on, it's Halo. Dude, you've seen the trailer. I showed you what it looked like in the last podcast. So you've seen the trailer. So I'm definitely going to pick up the Halo Master Chief Collection, especially just to rock with my clan and play in big team and all that stuff like that. So from that perspective, I would probably pass on Dragon Age. But the bottom line is that right now, it's just not affordable, especially with the games I'm going to be getting in October. It's just not feasible. So you look at it from that perspective, and I'll pass on it. Now, if I pass on that game and I never get the game, let's say I never get the game, come next August, I would have access to that game for $4.99 or $29.99 annually. Now, do that with games like Battlefront, Mass Effect, if they come out with a new Knights of the Old Republic, if they decide to come out with a new racing game, Madden, Live, NHL, Fight Night, you know, any kind of PopCap games you could think of, Mirror's Edge. If you think about that backlog of games that, yeah, sure, you could buy those games outright. I'm sure there's a lot of people that will go out and buy those games, but there's also a lot of people who won't. And you can't deny it. There's a lot of people that will pass up on these games, and they'll just wait. And they'll wait. And they'll just have this backlog of games to play for $4.99 monthly or $29.99 for the year. That is an amazing deal, bro. That's an amazing deal. Do you understand how big that is? Could you imagine having Sunset Overdrive, games like Halo or Quantum Break, and then you have a backlog of EA games? What if you never played NHL? Maybe you were never into FIFA. Guess what? You have access to it. You can play all the FIFAs and NFLs you want to see if you're into it. Learn how to play at really no charge. You know, let's just be honest. At no charge, for $29.99, you're getting more value for your money. It's an amazing deal. And the greatest thing about that is that it's exclusive to the Xbox One. It's exclusive to the Xbox One. And when you start to think about that word exclusive, it hit me. It dawned on me. You know, this deal is not new. They've been probably working on this deal before the Xbox even came out. And you want to know why? because the original vision of the Xbox One was an all digital console. And they are offering digital downloads at discounts and crazy prices with a backlog that will be exclusive on the Xbox One. Why would you make an exclusive deal with Microsoft for digital games? Think about that. Because Microsoft was going to come out with a digital console. This deal was already being made. We had no clue. We didn't even see it coming. This deal was done. And they're announcing it now because it's in beta. Think about that. Why doesn't Sony have it right now? Why? Because Sony wasn't trying to do digital. Remember E3? Come on, how can we forget E3? You can trade your games in. You can take them to a friend's house. Come on. Remember Microsoft's family share with up to like 10 people? Being able to bring your games wherever you want just by downloading your profile to a friend's Xbox? Bro, this thing was in the making. You know, I sat there and I said to myself, I don't see how people say Microsoft and EA are in bed together. And then I look at this deal and I say, I think somebody's wearing protection. They have to be. To make a deal like this, they have to be. To literally cut off Sony, and I got nothing against Sony, but to literally cut off Sony and give this deal for their backlog of games to Xbox One is definitely a combo deal. And you know what? It's a win. It's a win. It's a win. There is no denying it. I don't care what anybody says. There's nothing you can say negative about this situation. You can be bitter, you can be salty, and I mean the worst type of salt, like sea salt, like kosher salt, big ass cubes, kosher salt. You know what I'm saying? You can have kosher salt all in your eyes. You could be as salty as Salt Lake. But the bottom line is, there's nothing bad about this deal. This is an amazing deal for Xbox One and Xbox gamers. It's an amazing deal, man. And the games are just going to be fantastic, no matter how you look at it. You know, great companies, great sports titles. Well, I won't say great sports titles. Let's keep it real. They're okay. But still, you still got sports titles on there. And the only football franchise as of right now, me being a football fanatic, I'm pretty much forced until 2K. Please, 2K, come out with a new football game. Miss you guys so much. Shout out to 2K. Shout out to 2K5, the greatest football game of all time. Yeah, man. My question is, do you think that Microsoft and EA had this deal locked up before the announcement of the Xbox One? Because remember, the Xbox is not even a year old, man. It's not even a year old. This deal had to be done long ago. And they just blindsided everybody with this announcement. And it's an amazing, amazing announcement. Holler at you guys next time on the flip side. Peace.
Killing spree.